Thank you all so much. What a beautiful film. Two beautiful films. Please welcome the filmmakers. We're going to start with the director of Equal Play, Lily Ahree Siegel. Lily, thank you so much.
Oh, thank
We also have here Melissa Ponzio. Melissa, thank you so much for being here. And the producer you met before, Robert Ford. And to moderate the conversation, please welcome Sue Kim. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for staying for this conversation. So I want to just say, like, how I love the unique perspective of both of these films. And often when I see films exploring disability, I feel like sometimes the stories are not portrayed in a way where where I feel like they are portraying people in maybe in a more predictable way. And what I loved about these two films was that it was so surprising. So I wanted to ask Lily this question. Equal Play portrays this very beautiful perspective, and I was wondering if there was like a formal strategy or invitation to see through the eyes of Marley and Tammy. Where did the idea for this film come from?
Yes, hello everyone. Thanks for coming. So the film was essentially made off of the statistic that 75% of disabled kids in the UK don't have regular access to sport in school. So obviously that kind of led to trying to find kids who didn't have access, or rather went on a journey to find more equitable access to sport, which led us to Marley and Tammy. You know, like, basically they're on two opposite sides of their journey. Marley pretty much kind of went through his journey already when we had cast him, and then Tammy was essentially just on the beginning of her journey, or rather not even on her journey yet, but essentially we kind of helped her start a journey, let's hope, I think, by joining her wheelchair rugby club. And yeah, I just think it just shows that, you know, there's a lot more work to do in this in this thing about the schools, and yeah.
So I wanted to ask this next question to Melissa from Able Athletics. Could you tell us more about Able Athletics and how you work with children and provide inclusive sports for people with learning and physical disabilities?
So Able Athletics is a nonprofit organization based mostly out of Westchester County, and we offer sport opportunities for athletes with developmental and physical disabilities from ages 4 and up. I myself am a PE teacher, adapted PE teacher, a coach, and also the mother of an able athlete. My son has autism, and it's so important for us to provide opportunities for athletes with differences and challenges. And we found through ABLE that there is a definite need, and I think that was shown in the film Equal Play as well. Just a need for sport for so many different reasons for children of all abilities, but especially at a young age. ABLE was found organically by two brothers in Scarsdale who are neurotypical, and their youngest sister, Elle, has special needs. And what started off as a backyard endeavor, they just wanted to teach their sister how to play lacrosse. And it grew overwhelmingly into a beautiful organization where we offer a multitude. We have 5 different sports now. We've got great partnerships at the national level, and we offer sport opportunities that parallel mainstream sports because it's important. It's important to feel part of a team. It's important to be active, and all the little details, right? Getting a uniform, getting the swag. So I know that was a long-winded answer to your question, but yeah, that's.
Thank you so much. So, Robert, for both Equal Play and Superman, could you describe the filmmaking process around accessibility and how you produced with a disabled lens?
Well, yes. It was really important to us to work with the right people on this film, people with lived experience of disability, and have their perspective at every stage of the process. So, you know, and on Equal Play, 45% of the crew that worked on the film identified as disabled through their own self-reporting. And so it was really important to have their perspective. And what we did on both films was we had disability consultants. So on Equal Play, our disability consultant was Lindsay Dryden. And then on Superman, we had a disability consultant here in the US, Tyler, who had the same kind of injury as Chris and was a ventilator-dependent quadriplegic like Chris. And so he helped us understand the issues in the film. He helped us understand the medical model and social model of disability. And what did we do about accessibility? Yes, so it was really important to give people opportunities. You have to make the job accessible for them. You have to make accommodations to get them into the office. And that starts from day one, even when you're hiring people, even when you're just interviewing people, we ask them, what are your accessibility needs for your interview? And some people have to be interviewed for the job on Zoom because they need to read the automatic captions. And you just have to develop the habit of asking that question, what are your needs?
Thank you so much. So, Melissa, so in relation to like watching Equal Play, I was wondering, like, how does able athletics like encourage participation in sports and physical activity in general? And do you see like a way this Equal Play can help spread the word around the organization as well?
100%, and not even just through ABLE, but just, I'm going to go on a little high horse here, just around the country. As a PE teacher, I feel that every PE teacher should watch that film, because to hear how one individual feels being left out of the classroom, right? Like that's, it hurt my heart. So, but going back to your question, to motivate our athletes, we meet the athletes where they're at, and we say that a lot of times when we're planning our sessions. So, you know, some athletes might come in ready to play, ready to go. Some have a tough time, and a lot of that starts well prior to the session. We get a little bio, a little picture of what the athlete looks like, their strengths, their differences, accommodations that they might need, and we thoughtfully group our athletes together. We thoughtfully plan sessions to help them feel successful, and meeting them where they're at could be at a lacrosse session. We have an athlete who will not step in the door and let go of their stuffed animal, and we put the stuffed animal in their stick and they practice shooting with the stuffed animal. So it's finding creative ways to meet our athletes where they're at.
Thank you so much. So this is going to be our last question, and we'll also be out in the hallway, you know, if anyone wants to talk to the filmmaking teams. So for this is for Lily and for Robert. Why is it important to tell these stories now? And for Lily, why does Marley and Tammy, how do they feel about the film coming out into the world?
So they were at an event in Paris with us because we showed it right before the Paris Paralympics. They really liked being the center of attention, I think. They deserved it. I think they're also stars in my eyes, and I think everyone who probably watches the film can see just how fun and a little eccentric they are in their own ways. I mean, they're kids, so they are eccentric anyway. But yeah, and as far as what I think about like why this needs to be told now, I had similar kind of issues around PE and sport and being included in school. That was about 20 years ago when I was in elementary school in the States. And you know, it's 20 years on. I think it's about time there is some change, or at least some, you know, adaptations to curriculum. I think obviously it's not just a worldwide, it's not just a UK issue, it's a worldwide issue. It's in the States, as Melissa has said. She's working to change it. So I think, yeah, we still have a long way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel it's really important not to marginalize people, to try and include everybody. And I think that message comes across really strongly in Equal Play. And like Lily said, we don't think this is a problem just in the UK, the kids being excluded from PE and sport. We think it's a problem all over the world in most countries, but there's no hard research to prove that because I don't think the research is being done. But we know anecdotally that that is the case all over the world.
All right, well, thank you, and we'll be around for a little bit outside. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks. At 6 p.m. we have here a screening of The Ride Ahead, as part of DOC NYC. So please join us for that, and we look forward to seeing you at other Real Abilities events coming up soon. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Get home safe.
My school particularly.